All right, so Meliodas is coming out today on Global, and so I thought, you know what, let's do a how should you gear Meliodas because, I mean, Meliodas is old. Like, Meliodas is old as a character, right? So a lot of you should have already probably the card set or the gear set that is already, perfect for it, so you don't need to like keep changing stuff. I see some people want to make Pierce rolls for Meliodas. And I completely disagree with that. The best way to go in gear for Meliodas is just a simple, basic attack crit with attack rolls. And I have proof, okay? In my showcases for Meliodas, I have tested. Let me switch into the browser. Okay, I love how OBS always does it to me. So I was gonna say I've been using this gear set for Bird as well. I tested right on this video on the Pierce team. Meliodas did the same damage with attack and full Pierce. Having Pierce rolls and having attack for his Pierce card, right? Because of course Meliodas has a Pierce card. Equals to the same thing. He's doing the same damage, but you're losing CC and damage on the single target. So you're going to be doing less damage on the single target if you choose to use Pierce rolls, right? You can see I still have the gear set, full Pierce. If you choose to go with Pierce rolls, you're going to be losing damage on your single target, and you're going to be losing CC because, let me just switch up to the Pierce ones real quick. I just dropped like 3k CC. You definitely don't want that. You definitely don't want that. So, simple. Attack crit. HP defense is not the worst. You're going to be having like a hefty amount of CC. But if you already have HP defense, great. Use it. But attack crit is just the best. I've been using him on the bird, of course, as I've just mentioned. And I've been using attack crit, and with attack crit, you're basically guaranteeing that by the end of the stage, when you have melee full built up, you're gonna be hitting damage cap with level ones, and that's just super good. You're not gonna be getting anything from Meliodas whatsoever from doing HP defense if you're using him on the bird, which I think is an important activity for him, because I genuinely think he is the best new character released for it. I just I posted a video using the one as well, the one with Matron and Green Gaffer. Megalden I did 4 days ago, right? I just recorded today a video using Megalda, Nanashi, and Matrona as well. Like, Meliodas is so good for this activity. Like, he's actually, if you have never beat stage 3, this could be the time you do it, because he's so good. I'm definitely gonna, if not me, but other people, we're gonna find teams that are like even more free-to-play friendly. They're gonna be able to beat stage 3 with him. He's just that good for it. So I think, attack crit, you're going to be getting a lot from attack crit when it comes to it as well. Because, you don't need CC on the bird. What you need is to hit the damage cap. Attack crit lets you do silly things. I'm just going to bring it in the very, very basic team here. And, although, again, HP defense is not the worst. You're just not hitting that damage. And being a DPS character, because I see, man, there's still this small cult of people that think HP crit is like a great thing. Well, it's like a great thing. It's like, yeah, but you're losing damage. You're losing a considerable amount of damage. And you just, again, I feel like if you're either going with, HP or you're going with the Pierce rolls, you are not technically doing the worst. Your melee is still gonna be good, you know? But it could be much better, and that's the whole thing. That is the issue. Let's go with this, and then this, and this. That is the issue, you know? You're just not using Meli's full potential. Okay, I messed that up. I actually, I have not used this team yet. I was expecting a tad bit more damage, but unfortunately Nanashi did not proc his passive on Meliodas, which is definitely not what you want to see. See, this is why I put him on the left side, right? Because it's like, okay, if I get a single target, it combines, right? So I can get the freaking, I can get the Nanashi passive. But sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to. Oh, I made a mistake. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to, you know? I made a mistake because I should have single targeted melee first and then attacked for a little extra damage, but it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to. But it will work out most of the time if you just play properly. Really. It's just kind of silly that I saw some people saying that I should put like a triple crit set for him for his cleave ultimate. And it's like, cool, like, yeah, the cleave ultimate is great, but most of the time, and you know, I say that because I've been using Meliodas quite a lot. Most of the time, you're not ulting with Meliodas. The matches end with the attacks. Like, the attacks are the defining factor of the matches, not the ult, you know? So I find it pretty silly to also give him like triple crit damage because of the cleave ultimate. It just makes no sense. Because, you know, I mean, you do have a very high crit chance with Meliodas, fair enough. But you're not going to crit every hit, especially on characters that have very high crit resistance, such as, you know, Meliodas himself. I just missed the crit on Zeldris, which doesn't have that high of a crit resistance. Meli himself has decent crit chance, like 100%. People are like, whoa, 100%! But you gotta remember, like, characters these days have over 100% crit resistance. Like, Meli himself has 88, right? So it's like, if I'm facing another Meli, let's think that none of us have buffs, right? I have like a 12% chance to crit. It's like, it's not that great, you know? If you're talking like raw, you know, now you're thinking, you know, Gringalfer's intervention with extra crit chance, I'm thinking like raw. It's like just 12%. It's not great. It's somehow gonna happen probably because that's how crit chances work in this game. Like if you have like 1%, it somehow does happen. But then sometimes you have like, you know, 150% on a character that has like 10% crit resistance and then you don't crit. It happens more than it should. But you know, it is what it is. It is how this game works sometimes. Yeah, let's get those buffs on Meli. Meli this time has the Nanashi passive, so they should hit hard. Yeah, true 21. Oh, I shouldn't even have like attacked King with Ascanor. I could have actually killed him but just by melee attacking. That's just how hard he hit right there. Like, exactly. I wouldn't hit that hard with HP defense. You know what I mean? Like I didn't. I should have gone for the attack there with just Meliodas, which unfortunately I didn't. But if I had done that, it would have been great. I kind of wanna rank up Meliodas and do this, or maybe this and this. I kind of want to go for this. I think it's gonna kill. Yeah, I think it's gonna kill. Level 3 damage reduction. Level 3 damage reduction got clapped by level 2s. Missed the crits, unfortunately, because again, Margaret has more crit resistance than Melee has crit chance. That's funny. Okay, thank you for losing your ultimate gauge. Let's rank up the one. Why not? Let's level 3 the bond. I'm gonna get his ultimate next turn anyways. This is a good team. A lot of people have been using, by the way. The one with Meliodas. I think that, you know, I much prefer using Kyo. But if Kyo is not on your arsenal, then it's definitely a good option. Wow, that hurt. I mean, he still has level 3 damage increase, so I guess that makes sense. Alright. Let's kill the bond. Make sure that he's dead. With the 2 following melee attacks. But he is dead. Nice crit. Level 3 damage reduction. Alright. That's how I recommend gearing melee, okay? I'm not your dad, so you do whatever you want.